What is going on, everybody? It is Orion6347, and today we are doing some Eternal grinding. We hit Diamond for both formats this morning, and now we're just gonna keep it running. In Throne, I've been playing a lot of this Feln Midrange deck that Calebovitsch posted. It's felt pretty good. I haven't had too many issues. I was questioning the Swift Refusal, but it turns out Harsh Rule is a card, and Swift Refusal is really good at making it not a card. Ooh, messed up my overlays. Oh, why would you do that? Not great, but we do have things to play on 3. Good removal. I haven't had an issue with influence in this deck, but getting to Tazbu is a little bit of a chore right now. Turn to seed, you say? Okay, so there's some kind of mill deck, if I had to guess. Another Dizos office is not what we would like right now. I guess I could have just let that hit me and then turned to seeded it. I don't think they run a lot of units in this deck. Strange Broker, that's another good one. F. What if you weren't a problem anymore? Sounds good to me. Guess the other one we have to contend with is Dark Talon Wyvark. Nice. We'll start with Midnight Gale. Imagine that one is probably harder for them to deal with as far as their range of cards goes, but they've got the answer. Not that I was expecting it not to die, but it would get more general removal out of their hand. Oh, look at that. We hit a Tazbu on 5. I think I still want this Marionette first. Just to bait some more removal. This Nightfall? Oh, no. I played a Waystone. Silverblade. Nice. Another solid card. I personally think it would look a lot better as a seedling. So now we just have probably the Wyvarks and some more Dream Snatchers. I guess we could have a 6/6, and then either they have removal or... Okay. I think I need to play this Tazbu here. Just because we know we're not going to draw power next turn, and he can handle that. Except they're going to have something for him, I'm sure. Because don't they always? They didn't. Interesting. In that case... I'm gonna permafrost here. We'll go to combat. And I think I want to play this. Oh, I can't play the other Tazbu. We'll play this Rindra then, just to keep the pressure on. They'll draw a little bit, but they'll lose some life. Not really sure what our opponents got going on. They didn't play anything last turn. Do they have anything for 6? I guess we'll find out. I don't see any reason not to block this. You could, yeah, Hailstorm. I kind of figured it would be something like that, but another Hailstorm. So that's good for us. Another turn to seed. We'll play another Tazbu. Call it good. I think next turn we'll probably drop Dizo's office and make our Tazbu a little bigger. Savage Incursion, okay. Not bad. Annihilate. I don't believe they have a whole lot of silence effects. So playing this Icaria is probably our best move. If they have Permafrost, they have Permafrost, but otherwise they're going to end up discarding a bunch of cards to deal with it. Perhaps I should have played her a while ago. Just going to draw some more cards. He's got to have a Permafrost by now, right? Annihilate. How many cards is he discarding? Yep. I figured. What was that other card that he had? Don't remember. Or rather, I don't know what the card is. It might have been an alternate art. It's something that I don't think I've seen before. Okay, Pandora. That's not staying. Better. Kind of. We need more primal influence. That's not primal influence. Just gonna pass. I don't think I want to play the Blight Moth just yet. It's because it probably doesn't get removed. That's not good. I think the Blight Moths are more relevant at the moment for their minus ability to keep me alive. Midnight Gale now. Light Path Smuggler. Gonna Royal Decree me, maybe. If they do Royal Decree, there's not a lot I can do about it since I don't have the second primal, but if we get a primal influence, I'm torn between whether we want to play this turn to seed so that they can't hit those, or if we want to play this just so that we don't get heavily impacted. I think we want to turn to seed this turn, because if those get turned into Seek powers, then we just get to our bigger units faster. So we'll turn to seed on the Mom. I'll take the 1. Okay, they didn't have anything then. So let's play... We can either go strategize and look for power, or we can play the Midnight Gale. I think we'll go for the power. See if they have a negation. Maybe a swift refusal. Yep. Okay. We'll go ahead and hit the smuggler now then. We're gonna have to find something to do with the seed sometime in the near future. Unfortunate. Let's go Midnight Gale then. Actually, we're gonna try it again. They have another swift refusal? No, they do not. Okay, this is a little better. I think we'll bottom the Midnight Gale. Play the other Midnight Gale and pass the turn. And then we can pop that Aegis, but yep. That's just about dead. If we would have had a turn to seed right then, I don't even know if that would have mattered. We're basically dead at that point. Double triggers on Champion of Cunning is too much for us. We'll keep this one. Double crest along with the Vara's favor should get me to where I need to be. We'll have to see. Permafrost. That's removal, but they're Huru, so I don't know if that's going to be super relevant. If they're like a Huru midrange with Rost and whatnot, then it would matter more. But if they have a Rost, we've got turn to seed. We will play out the Blight Moth, since it is not entirely likely that we're going to get value out of the -1/-1. Doesn't look like it from the way that this is going so far. Nice. Defiance, maybe? Go ahead and play Rindra. Gonna draw some more cards. You're gonna transpose. Citywide ban, perhaps? Rain of Frogs. Hits the Tazboo if I had to guess. Nice. Nice. I'm anticipating my board getting wiped next turn. We will go ahead and play... Actually, we'll go ahead and strategize here. We'll see if they do not have a swift refusal. We will put this little froggy on the bottom. That was incorrect. Should have been the hailstorm. But we'll survive. Or not. Sometimes you just die. Svetya Sanctum. Okay. Not horrible. Now we want to... We're gonna pop their Aegis now. I don't think we have any super relevant 1-drops to play, so we'll just pass the turn here. And there's the other Aegis. That's unfortunate. I was wondering if well, I guess that wouldn't have mattered too much if we had waited to play this or not. More than likely they were going to hold that on forever. But the way that they're playing makes me wonder if they're going to harsh rule at all. I think we want to play Dizo's office here. And, ooh, I forgot. This is not the one that has sabotage in it. Draw cards or kill the unit. I think we want to kill the unit. Maybe they have removal. They didn't play the removal if they did have it. We are just going to attack in for 1 here, as I want to keep up blockers. Yep. Also, our little seedling friend will eventually grow up big and strong. They have Defiance. Okay. Let's see if they board wipe. I wonder if Turn to Seed, even though they don't have any of these in their deck, if this would break their Aegis. Okay. That's fine. We are going to go ahead, draw a card, take a transpose for sure. Got this. What do we have in here? Ooh, Silverblade Menace sounds like a move. As does Burglarize. I think we're going to want the Menace. But we need a way to deal with... I guess Ikaria deals with their Aegis. So... I guess we'll play... Permafrost, targeting this. Drop... This would handle... So this would handle their Aegis. That seems fine. In that case, we can play this Marionette Cross, and I believe we just hold up the Transpose. Or maybe we... Yeah, we'll hold up the Transpose. We'll see if I don't get punished for it. Honor of Claws is fine. I guess they might find another Aegis. But we have Ikaria for that. Okay, another power. Let's see if they got a third Aegis. They have Savage Incursion. That is just fine with me. So we're going to throw back Shadow Sigil, grab Silverblade Menace, and that's going to be the game. We won't mess around with it. We'll just play the Silverblade Menace and call it good. Ooh, man. Double dipping the life gain from that. Rough. So there's an interaction if you didn't know yet. I hadn't thought about that one, but if you give Silverblade Menace lifesteal, you double its life trigger since you gain the life from its ability and the damage that it does to the opponent. Worth noting to keep in mind. That's gonna not be a thing. I'll be right back. I need to turn my slow cooker down. We're gonna throw that one back as well. And we are on the draw. ICB is our friend. But I like all the cards in my hand right now. I guess if I was going to throw something back, it might be one of these Tazboos. But I think something like a Hailstorm would be better to throw back if we draw one. Maybe not, as Hailstorm can knock the Aegis off of Karia. But we'll have to see. Strategize should be okay. I think I'm just going to run out this Rindra. And I don't really need the ICB until they play the Ikaria. I suppose Rezon wouldn't be an unreasonable target either. But they're still a little ways away from playing that. And there's the Merchant. Also hitting the Merchant wouldn't be out of the question, but I don't think it's what we want to do. Silverblade Menace is unlikely to be super helpful to us. Honor of Claws will be a good target for later on. Burglarize, unlikely to do a lot since we don't have a lot of recursion. Oh, they're going to hit our transpose. Unfortunate. But not the end of the world for us, considering I think a Defiance. Yeah. Losing the transpose is better than losing the in cold blood, because we can just draw another transpose, but we only have one ICB. I think we want Tazboo now. Though perhaps Marionette Cross strategize. Though I suppose having the Aegis off of the transpose would have let us keep the ICB in hand. Neither here nor there, I don't believe. Strategize here. That's not great. Play Marionette Cross and go ahead and swing. I actually should not have done that, but we'll live. Oh, he's just gonna take the revenge. That's fine with me. He doesn't have lifesteal, does he? No. So he's got show in hand now. And this is what? Draw Justice. Okay. So more than likely they're gonna have a show next turn. And now he's on his lifesteal. They do have another sigil in hand, which means show's coming down. I think I'll take the strategize. We've got 16 damage in hand, playing another Tazboo. I really think I just want to go for the swing here. He has to attack. Elias does not, but a turn to seed would be appreciated. See if he wipes the board now. Actually, if he board wipes, we die. Well, that's a little late. Choose a card to put on the bottom. Play this. transpose. So we actually can get go with the in cold blood. We will go ahead and attack the opponent. We're going to have to decide if we want to transpose now to ICB the show. I think we have to now. Because I'm taking like 4 damage here. Ooh. Ooh. In that case, we can shoot you down. We can turn to C to rezon. And we can still hold up this transpose. That worked out. Is Tazbu a good card? I think so. Torch me. Yep, that's fine. Shoot you down, opponent. We are going to exchange the Shadow Sigil, and I think I'd be fine with a Silverblade Menace right now. Maybe the ICB is better. Maybe that. So all 3 of these I think are good choices. This one probably does me the most good. And then if they try to, I guess, have some kind of discard in hand, then we're not in bad shape anyway. So we're going to go ahead and look at our top card. Not what we want. Swing at the opponent. They didn't have anything. Oh, they're just dead. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. We gotta do this appropriately. Hell yeah. Now it's for you, G-Brum. I'm actually gonna go get a water before we start a game. Doobs again, huh? What was he playing? I think this hand is fine either way. I always wondered, seeing like other content creators have so much gold sitting in their inventory. It's like, how do they have this much gold? But then the other day, I finished up grinding and we randomly had 30,000. And now we randomly have 40,000, so just playing the game, I guess. Interesting strategy, opponent. Good play, Marionette Cross. There's a show. Who wants to draw some cards? Interesting. A lot of interesting choices our opponent has just made. They haven't used him yet, right? Okay. I can just Hailstorm here. Just to keep them off the Bullet Shaper activation. Also, this lets me space out my Nightfall triggers with Rindra. Interesting. Now, I think I'm still just gonna play a Rindra. He's a pretty good card. We'll keep the pressure on the opponent. I will absolutely take that. Thank you, sir. Is it gonna torture Seer? Ah, he's gonna jack and then discard a sigil. Alright. That is a trade I am perfectly fine with. Just gonna hit him in the face, I think. Do we want another Rindra is the question. I feel like probably we do. Yeah, because we get this seat down this turn anyway. We'll go with it. We go to 7. 2 in the void right now. A harsh rule would make that another 1. On top of all the treasure troves that our opponent is generating. Are they going to go for... I mean, I'm going to block it. I'm taking the lifesteal all day. They're going to... That's fine. Not a 3rd jack. Red Canyon Smuggler. See, now we have a target for Aura's favor. And opponent goes to 2. Stormhalt Knife. That's fine. Nice. I think we just want to kill this, though. We'll play this. And we will pass the turn. And hold up this Swift Refusal if we need it. Sadidi, you say? Okay, he's not doing anything else, so we'll just go ahead and take that. Turn to Seed. Marionette Cross. I don't think I want to turn to Seed because he doesn't have lifesteal. I'll go ahead and pop him. I'm not expecting the opponent to have a lot of spells, even if they do remove the Ikaria. But if they got a Deep Forged Plate, then just keeping them off the board and then having the Ikaria for them to deal with are both things that I'm very interested in handling. Alright, this is really good for us. So we play this Strategize, we turn to Seed, and now transposes lethal. We're going to throw a Tazbu on the bottom, we're going to play that. Going to turn to Seed, Sadidi. Going to hit the opponent in the face. And we're going to pass the turn. Yeah, they're just going to concede. Alright. Solid game. How many games is that? I think I'm gonna do these videos in installments of 5 games. It gives me more of a benchmark than just playing until we hit Masters. Or not Masters, but like the next tier, Diamond 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not sure when we started this one, because I did play this deck a fair bit this morning as well, as you can see. I think for the time being, we'll just keep going with this video. I'm not terribly concerned about the length. If people want to watch the matches, they can see the matches. If not, I don't really think having more than, like, breaking it up into multiple videos, it gives me more for, like, viewers to go look at more. So it looks like my channel has more activity on it, but that's not a huge concern for me at the moment. Alright, we've got 3 power, a strategize, 2 blight moth. I think we can run with this. I'll go ahead and drop the crest now. Avara's favor is just fine. Okay. In that case, we'll just go ahead and blight moth now. Oh, that was not muted at all. Okay. Well, something landed on my wall and now it's dead. We'll strategize here. And we'll bottom one of these sigils. I get the impression... Never mind. My impression was wrong. You're gonna be smaller. We're gonna pass the turn. We're gonna kill that. Oh, beautiful. Truly magnificent. I can play both of them. We'll go ahead and make him smaller and we'll shoot the... Oh, we... What? Oh, it's an explorer. Hell yeah. Let's go. Oh, man. The unexpected anti-synergy. Gotta love it. This is a really slow hand, and on those grounds, we're going to throw it back. This one is better. Start with our crest, I believe. Strategize is okay. Gives me a play next turn. I'm thinking maybe some kind of revenge synergies. What is the choice here? I think I want to keep my units. Turn to Seed is a really solid card. Maybe the Amethyst Waystone just to have less power in the deck, but then I'm still 2 power away from the Icaria. I think since we have plenty of other things to do, we'll bottom the Vara's favor, since the popping the Aegis part of the card does not seem like it's going to be making an appearance this game. Oh, John. I guess it's not really punished. We'll play the Waystone. Do I want to turn to Seed that? I don't think we need to. There is the potential that they have something to give it even temporary endurance, which would break the Aegis, or not the Aegis, the Permafrost. They've got at least one more Sigil in hand. Right, they played a Seat last turn, yeah. We'll see if they've got Defiance. Tazbu is a really solid draw for us. Annihilate. That's fine. So we're going to get a card draw, and we're still maybe going to hit them for 5? Nice. Sooner or later, we are going to end up in Silverblade Menace territory. Especially if they take this right here. They're going to annihilate, sure. Pass the turn. So they're at 2 right now. We're a little ways away. What do they have? Alright. We might transpose for Honor of Claws on their end. Because they're not doing a whole lot. Maybe? Okay. We'll Swift Refusal that. And the opponent now has 3. They're going to take 2 from this and 4 from that. So I think we transpose it this turn. And I'm pretty comfortable throwing back this Dizo's office, all things considered. So we go to turn now. They're out of anything. So we want to Permafrost this and then turn to Seed. Hit the opponent. And then pass the turn. They're 1 spell away, so Harsh Rule, anything, really just kills them off a Silverblade Menace. Nice. So I was incorrect. The popping Aegis function of Vara's favor was not irrelevant, but knocking Aegis off of what is it, Crown Watch Paladin? Not really the Aegis I'm looking to knock off. It didn't end up mattering for us either, so we have that going for us. Thank you. I guess. We got a top end if we get that far. Transpose gives us access to maybe an answer. And we have swift refusal as well. And if we need to, we can just throw back either the Ikaria or the Tazbu. It looks like they're probably Spellcrag, which means the Ikaria should be really good for us. I'm gonna let it go for another turn and see what develops. Swift Refusal should be pretty solid for us, so I don't think there's anything I want to... Okay. Good to know. Oh, they're Yetis. Alright, cool. In that case... I think we want Malediction. What do I throw back? Maybe Swift Refusal? I can't think of any major spells that they could have that would be super problematic for us. Let's do that. We'll transpose. Throw back the Swift Refusal. This is depleted, so we want to play it. Dizo's Office. We're 2 power away. We do have things to do. The lifesteal function on it is quite relevant given our current creature. Sweet. We'll leave it. I think I'm just going to turn to seed the Pock Pock. I guess they could have Swift Refusal. Well, they didn't play it. Just because Malediction is going to wipe that when I need it to. So I'm not super worried about it. Their rock is not great, but not the worst. I'm going to play Tazbu now. Probably just going to let that hit me if they swing. They're on 3 power at the moment. That Aegis is pretty nice, though. Because we have the Dizo's Office, I'm not too concerned about taking some damage here. Especially since I expect to be playing this Malediction. I think our next transpose is going to grab us a Burglarize. If we find one. See what the opponent does now. They're going to double torch. Or a Seer. Blazing Sun. Are they going to spend 3 cards to kill him? I'll take it. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, well now we don't even have to wipe the board. Yet. And we still get to play our power and a Marionette Cross. Seems good. Based on our opponent's issues dealing with big units, I think we're in pretty good shape. They had that, oh, I can't. I'll have to look it up online. I think they got that snowball off the Pock Pock. Yeah, of course. Eternal Warcry. Alright, fine by me. Cards. Pyre Elemental. Oh, give me a break. This is... Oh, it's just one word. When you bond, create and draw a snowball. Yep, that's what I thought. I'm gonna take that. And now... I think we're going to want to block that. Maybe not. We do have this Aegis, and they are on 3 power. So I think we're going to take it now, since if we get our Dizo's office down next turn, we're in real good position. On the other hand, okay, so they got 2 more to get the island. And then we can deal with the island when they play her. If they even play her at this point. Who knows? Opponent is making decisions. But I think if we get Dizo's office down, cut ties on that, we're in excellent position. A 3rd Blazing Salvo. I guess our opponent's going to do our job for us and kill themselves. That's alright. Edict of Linerai. Stunning. Icaria. Seems good. Let's go ahead and swing here. I should have Hailstormed first, but they took the hit anyway. We'll just Hailstorm and call it good. And I think that's probably the game. Looks like it. Yeah. Okay, so we could have got punished for not playing the Malediction instead of the Hailstorm, since if we had played Malediction instead, we still keep our units. And we can we wipe their board, same that we did. And then this turn, if they didn't concede, we might not be able to kill them, because if we Malediction to wipe the board, we only have 4 power left, versus this, is it? Yeah, because there's 6 6s. So they get -3, which takes off... Whatever. We didn't have lethal, I don't think. Yeah. But if we had Malediction instead, we could Hailstorm, wipe their board, and hit them in the face. We weren't really looking like we were in a bad position regardless, but it is something to consider. Especially since we did get that attack through without the opponent blocking. But we're Diamond 2, so we're going to call that the end of this video. Thanks for watching. If you feel so inclined, like, comment, subscribe. If not, no worries. We will likely be producing more such content in the coming days, now that I've finally started making videos. We might mess around with some editing later on, but for the moment, I think we should be pretty good with just the straight recordings. And that will be all for now. Credit to Calebovitsch for the deck. And we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. I am Orion6347, both on here and Twitch. If you would like to check me out there, we do streaming usually Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. In the afternoon, evening portion of the day. Tuesdays and Thursdays is a little volatile on the time that will start, since I have classes that are supposed to go till 5:30, but they can end at 2 o'clock, 2:33. But always 5:30 at the latest. So if you look, you should be on by 6. But if you follow me, you'll get a notification and you won't have to play that guessing game. And we may be switching the Thursday slot to a Sunday slot. We'll see how that goes. There's the tournament stuff that they usually run on Sundays, but I'm not super concerned about that. And Sunday will give me another day that I can stream for longer, maybe starting in the mornings and then going later on into the night. Possibly. And we will see you guys for the Diamond 2 to Diamond 1 push.